Welcome to TrendWise Reports, your go-to source for the latest and most trending news from around the world. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine has reached a critical juncture. Tensions have been simmering for months, with both sides engaging in sporadic skirmishes and artillery exchanges. The international community has been on edge, watching closely as the situation unfolds. The stakes have never been higher, and the potential for a broader conflict looms large. In a dramatic turn of events, Ukraine has fired US-supplied long-range missiles into Russian territory. These missiles, capable of striking targets deep within enemy lines, represent a significant upgrade in Ukraine's military capabilities. The decision to use these powerful weapons was not taken lightly, and it underscores the gravity of the current situation. This marks a significant escalation in the ongoing war. The use of long-range missiles has the potential to change the dynamics of the conflict, bringing new challenges and uncertainties. Analysts are now debating the possible repercussions and the likelihood of further escalations. The attack, targeting the Bryansk region, raises serious concerns about a wider conflict. Bryansk, a key strategic area, has now become a focal point in this intensifying war. The choice of this target is seen as a bold move by Ukraine, signaling their determination to push back against Russian advances. It also raises questions about the international community's response. Diplomatic channels are buzzing with activity as world leaders scramble to address the situation. The United Nations has called for an emergency session to discuss the implications of this latest development. The global community is divided, with some nations supporting Ukraine's right to defend itself, while others warn of the dangers of further escalation. The use of US-supplied missiles represents a new phase in the conflict. This move highlights the deepening military cooperation between Ukraine and the United States. The transfer of such advanced weaponry is a clear indication of the US's commitment to supporting Ukraine in its struggle against Russian aggression. It also signals a deepening involvement of Western powers. NATO has been increasing its presence in the region, conducting joint exercises and providing logistical support. The alliance's involvement is seen as a deterrent to further Russian advances, but it also risks drawing more countries into the conflict. The attack is likely to provoke a strong reaction from Moscow. The Kremlin has already issued statements condemning the missile strikes and warning of severe consequences. Russian military forces are on high alert, and there are reports of troop movements near the border. The situation is fluid, and the potential for a rapid escalation is very real. It could also lead to further military escalation. Both sides are mobilizing additional forces, and the risk of a full-scale war is growing. The international community is urging restraint, but the realities on the ground make it difficult to predict what will happen next. The international community is watching closely. News agencies around the world are providing live updates, and global leaders are in constant communication. The stakes are incredibly high, and the decisions made in the coming days will have far-reaching consequences. The situation remains tense and unpredictable. With both sides digging in and preparing for the worst, the potential for a peaceful resolution seems increasingly remote. The world holds its breath, hoping for a de-escalation, but bracing for the possibility of a broader conflict. The attack focused on the Bryansk region in western Russia, a significant area known for its strategic importance and proximity to the Ukrainian border. This area is located close to the Ukrainian border, making it a critical point of interest in the ongoing conflict between the two nations. The missiles struck a military facility, causing damage to the infrastructure and resulting in an impact on the region's military capabilities. The type of missile used in the attack has not been officially confirmed by the authorities, leaving room for speculation and analysis by military experts. However, reports from various sources suggest that it was the Army Tactical Missile System, or ATACMS, a powerful weapon known for its precision and long-range capabilities. The ATACMS is a long-range missile system capable of striking targets at a significant distance, making it a formidable tool in modern warfare. The United States recently provided this advanced missile system to Ukraine as part of its ongoing military aid to support the country in its defense efforts. With the ATACMS, Ukraine now has the ability to strike deeper into Russian territory, extending its reach and enhancing its strategic options in the conflict. This attack demonstrates the expanding reach of Ukrainian forces, showcasing their growing capability to conduct operations far beyond their borders. It also highlights the growing military support Ukraine receives from the West, including NATO allies, who continue to provide essential resources and training to bolster Ukraine's defense. The international community closely watches these developments, as the conflict's dynamics evolve with each new military engagement and strategic move. Amidst the military actions, humanitarian efforts continue to address the needs of civilians affected by the ongoing conflict, emphasizing the complex and multifaceted nature of the situation. The historical context of Ukraine-Russia relations adds another layer of complexity, with past conflicts and peace negotiations shaping the current landscape. As the conflict progresses, military strategists and analysts continue to assess potential outcomes and future strategies, considering the implications of each action taken by both sides. The global impact of the conflict extends beyond the immediate region, with economic repercussions and international security concerns influencing global policies and alliances. Despite the ongoing hostilities, there are continuous calls for peace and diplomatic efforts to mediate the conflict, aiming to find a resolution that ensures stability and security for all parties involved. Russia has acknowledged the attack. The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed that missiles hit the Bryansk region. However, it insists that damage was minimal. It also claims that air defenses intercepted most of the missiles. Ukraine has confirmed carrying out a strike in the Bryansk region. However, it stopped short of officially confirming the use of ATACMS missiles. Ukrainian officials have remained tight-lipped about the specific weapons used in the attack. This silence is likely strategic. It keeps Russia guessing about Ukraine's capabilities. The lack of confirmation does not diminish the significance of the attack. It is a clear escalation by Ukraine. The attack shows Ukraine's resolve to take the fight to Russia. It also indicates that Ukraine is willing to use increasingly powerful weapons. ATACMS missiles. A game changer. The ATACMS is a surface-to-surface missile system. It has a range of up to 300 kilometers, which is about 186 miles. This makes it the longest-range weapon the US has provided to Ukraine. It significantly expands the Ukrainian military's strike capabilities. The ATACMS is a highly accurate weapon. It is also difficult to intercept. This makes it a potent tool for Ukraine. It gives Ukraine the ability to target high-value Russian assets. These assets include command centers, ammunition depots, and logistical hubs. Shifting battle lines. Implications for the conflict. The ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia has seen numerous shifts in strategy and territorial control. As the battle lines continue to evolve, the implications for both sides are profound and far-reaching. The use of ATACMS missiles will not cause a turning point on the battlefield. These advanced missile systems may provide Ukraine with a boost in their offensive capabilities, allowing them to strike targets with greater precision and from longer distances. It gives Ukraine a new offensive capability. With these missiles, Ukrainian forces can now target critical infrastructure and military installations deep within Russian territory, potentially disrupting supply lines and command centers. As Ukrainian forces gain the ability to launch more effective and far-reaching attacks, it won't change the balance of power on the battlefield to tilt in their favor. The attack on the Bryansk region demonstrates that Ukraine can now strike deep inside Russia. This capability not only poses a direct threat to Russian military assets, but also has significant implications. This new capability could force Russia to reconsider its strategy. Russian military planners may need to adapt their tactics and defensive measures. It may need to bolster its defenses. Strengthening defensive positions and redistributing military resources could become a priority for Russia as it seeks to protect key assets and infrastructure from Ukrainian missile strikes. Ensuring the security of vital facilities such as power plants, communication hubs, and transportation networks will be crucial in maintaining operational effectiveness. The ability to strike deep into enemy territory can boost the morale of Ukrainian forces and the civilian population, fostering a sense of momentum and possibility. It may encourage Ukraine to launch further attacks inside Russia. As confidence grows, Ukrainian military leaders might be more inclined to pursue aggressive strategies, aiming to weaken Russian resolve and force concessions at the negotiating table. Russia's threats, a warning sign. It has warned of serious consequences for any further attacks on its territory. While Russia has not specified what these consequences might be, the statement is a clear warning. Russia may respond with further missile strikes on Ukrainian infrastructure. It could also increase its military support for separatist forces in eastern Ukraine. The international community is urging restraint on both sides. It is crucial to prevent a further escalation of the conflict. Nuclear doctrine updated, a worrying development. In a separate but related development, Russia has updated its nuclear doctrine. The updated doctrine expands the circumstances under which Russia might use nuclear weapons. This move has raised concerns about the potential for nuclear escalation. The updated doctrine allows for the use of nuclear weapons in response to a conventional attack that threatens the existence of the Russian state. This could potentially lower the threshold for nuclear war. The road ahead. Uncertainty and global concerns. The attack on the Bryansk region marks a dangerous escalation in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It raises the stakes for all parties involved. It also highlights the risk of miscalculation and unintended consequences. The international community is deeply concerned about the situation. Diplomatic efforts are underway to de-escalate the conflict. However, a peaceful resolution appears distant. The situation remains volatile and unpredictable. The world watches with bated breath. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.